Hey, I've been meaning to do a video on my garden. I actually missed all the prep work. Already built the beds and laid a bunch of the groundwork, but I figured I'd do a little garden tour. And I'll link a picture, or I'll post a picture right here where the before. Raspberries. Eventually we're gonna have another raspberry, a blackberry bush, and that's a blackberry bush. But for this year we have some dahlias here in the center with some basil and marigolds and an onion just to help with pest control. Haven't decided if I'm gonna plant these blueberries or raspberries somewhere else yet. Right here we have asparagus that we have been growing from seed. So hopefully next spring we get a harvest because we've been growing it for quite a few years now. Also a little bit of basil and a marigold just to help. Here we have blueberries that I just bought this year and planted. And we already have some little blueberries forming. So excited about those. I know I need to clean up my mess. Don't judge me. Here we have strawberries. We got a little strawberry right there growing. These are Sequoia strawberries. And I built my little stair step bed. Now we'll come over here. These are actually a mixture of onions from last year that are growing. We're kind of excited that we may get a nice little, excuse my dogs. Home Depot has arrived. It's okay. And we have Roma tomatoes. Okay. Hey, you got him. You got him. Roma tomatoes. We have our banana peppers. More marigolds and basil. There's actually some basil in between. I've tested it out, and basil really helps to deter pest insects for the most part. I know there'll still be some, but I really like it. Here we have a tomatillo plant that I'm growing for their first year. It's got a lot of blooms. There's two of them because they're not self-pollinating. Then we have serrano peppers that are trying to take off, and then just testing out. I've never really grown a successful onion besides a green onion, and so we're testing out some little onions right here. But again, I do believe it's too late. I should have planted little onions like this in the fall and let them grow through the winter. But next year we'll be actually trying onions and growing them over winter. I have a little mint that I just planted. More marigolds and flowers everywhere because we're trying to attract some pollinators. A little Veronica, and you have to pardon the mud. This entire area floods, so we are working on getting cleaned up and some kind of drain implemented to keep it from flooding. Also sorry about my dogs. These were a gift from a client of mine. They are Egyptian walking onions, I believe. They're pretty nifty. They kind of work as a big green onion, and we were told that the bulbs kind of work as a shallot, I believe. They're pretty tasty. You take these little things and you can pop them off and you put them in the ground and you'll get some new onions within a month or two. And it replaces them. Now you can use these as greens, or you can actually pull the whole thing out and eat the bulb. But from my understanding, if you just let them do their own thing, these get heavy, fall down, these root in by themselves, and that's why they're called walking onions. Now over here, we have, these are my Determinate Early Girl beefsteaks. They are getting loaded with buds and it makes me excited. And I've never grown a bushing tomato, so I'm kind of excited how that works. I know it's supposed to put all of its food out at one time. Then our Jedi jalapenos are putting on some flowers. And hopefully we start getting some jalapenos here soon. More basil, and we actually have some pumpkin plants going. That net will be moved and they'll be able to float over the side. Jalapenos. There's a black cherry tomato. My first successful year with cilantro. Hopefully make some salsa. And we have more flowers. Pretty petunias and our chives. I am super excited for this. This is chamomile, and I cannot wait to have chamomile tea. Sorry about that. And then our dill. More pots. I'm growing a wisteria up here. Next year, these will all be flower beds, but for this year, since we don't have all of our beds, look, a little ladybug. We have some zinnias planted across the front with some marigolds and a basil plant. Then we have, let's see, Super Sweet 100, which is actually got a little tomato forming in there finally. So we got some cherry tomatoes. This is a hillbilly random Jedi jalapeno, just because I couldn't kill it. I actually decapitated this tomato plant, and this is growing from the base of it, and so we're just running a little experiment to see how successful it is. But this is the actual decapitated tomato plant. I just stuck it in the ground, the roots took hold, and now we're having a whole new tomato plant come out the top of it. Pretty interesting. Some snow peas, a little replanter box, and then here we have the exact same thing, just mirrored, except over here we have a nice little tomato forming. First one of the season. I can't wait. It should be a big beefsteak. Well, that's our garden tour. Eventually, this entire area behind me should be, well, for the most part, should be garden back there. But how exciting. I don't know why I can't look at the camera. And later to come, once we get all this done, we'll have all of this landscaped, and it's just a work in progress. We're excited about. But there's the garden. One day it'll be full of arches and arbors and plant boxes and vegetables and flowers, and I can't wait.